Hello, hello. I am here, as you can hear. I actually sound a little bit better as well. How you doing? Just build it. Let's let a few more people get in here first. Before I start on today's theme for the stream, see what we'll be going on about, etc., etc. Don't know, just build it. What do you reckon? Should I throw the link in the chat and just have some guests on? What do you reckon? Hey, Lego loser. Hello. I am here. We wait for a few more people to get in before I start. So, what do you reckon? Link in the chat. Should we have some guests on? I don't know what time it is in America to know that any of my American friends will be available, but hands up, we'll see how it goes. That's not a backlog, Lego loser. I wish it was. What you see behind me, this is most of what I've got on the tables. But I'm quite shocked, actually, that you noticed the backlog before you noticed the camo. Lego loser, you're lacking. You really are. There's the link. If you'd like to come on and you can behave, please join. If you don't behave, yeah, M Productions can fill you in on what happens. I am still a little bit ill, so you are going to hear me coughing and whatnot, but you get a couple more people in here, and then hopefully I'll get on with the reason for wanting to do this stream, because it's there's a bit of a reason to why I'm streaming. What I will do is, while we wait for it to fill out, did everybody see my grand hall mock that I built? I hate. That's out of the Lego Harry Potter Grand Hall. I sat and built it last night. It's only 3 stories so far, but it's complete. It's got backs on it. The 2 towers at the bottom are solid. It's all the way through. But yeah, I spun that together last night. I did use the Great Hall. Most of it is the Great Hall, but I have got 2 or 3 other Harry Potter sets that belong to Mrs. Brett that were here as well for parts. Plus, I used a lot of my own parts, i.e. these glass corners are not part of any Harry Potter set, but I felt the need to throw in some glass. And yeah, I spun this together last night. This was a train shed 2 days ago. It was just a tall building with a roof, and Tommy Lee kept driving his train through it. So I said I would turn it back into the castle, which I sat last night and built it, as you can see. I wouldn't say I'm an incredible mock builder, but I'm definitely a learning mock builder. The big castle has taught me many things. The one behind it over here has taught me many things about building castle. And quite a few people have said that I seem to have a knack for building castle, which I can't deny. I do seem to have a bit of a knack for building castle, if I'm honest. I don't know why, but I just do. It's funny you say that, Lego loser. I'm just about to get rid of the Slytherin book and the Hungarian Horntail for Mrs. Brett, because yeah, she no longer collects Harry Potter. So apart from the Great Hall and a couple of other bits and bobs and things that I've promised off to people, i.e. my good buddy Bricksloth asked for the night bus, which I happen to have, and because Sloth's going to do me a favour, I said Sloth can have the night bus and I will work that out with Mrs. Brett. That's not a problem. But yeah, Sloth's helping me when it comes to sending stuff to America. Sloth's got my back. What I do like is that I've got 3 of you. Where are all my American people? American people, you're all sacked. Normally, I at least have 1 or 2, 1 or 2 Americans come in by now, or maybe Solo. But one of the reasons I've done this stream today, and I'm going to start because I don't really want to end up repeating myself halfway through it, is I want to give kudos to some people in the Lego community. I have been on the YouTubes just over a year now, and I've met some truly amazing people. Yeah, I did see, but Si's a lot bigger than I am. Just Build It. He's got like 8,000 followers, whatever. What I'll do is I'll get the views on this after. Again, in America, it's like 5 p.m, so everybody's probably just coming home from work. Whereas in the UK, as you know, it's 10:30. But yeah, back to what I was saying. That, like, since I've joined YouTube, there have been quite a few people that have helped with my journey, and these people never, ever, ever get enough credit for what they do to help, particularly the new people. You know, I came into this very, I came into this very unknowing of anything, and a year later, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I know what I need to know now. And I suppose on this note, it brings me to the first person that I'd like to credit, which would be my good buddy, Solo Brick Builder. Now, if it was not for Darren, Solo Brick Builder, the Brett's Builds channel would have probably never taken off. Solo was the first guy in the UK to turn around and say, look, mate, this is how you set things up. So my hat comes off to Solo being the first person really on YouTube that took the time to help a middle-aged man with like crazy issues figure out how to use YouTube and yeah, how to get on streams and whatnot. And yeah, the first kudos goes out to Solo. He was the first English person that took 5 minutes out of his time to get this crazy camo guy onto the YouTubes doing what I was doing. So yeah, the first kudos goes to him. Now, the person that found me on somebody else's stream and lured me across to the UK, I'm going to give him a little shout out. And that will be Greg, our buddy from London Bridge Bricks. He actually found me on a Brickatech stream and brought me to the UK stream, where from the UK stream I met other UKers, a lot of my American friends. See, now I always say I could do with an American, and my good buddy Charlie Bluegrass Bricks comes in. Charlie, we haven't got to your section, so if you've got your listening ears on, get that volume up, buddy. But yeah, Greg from London Bridge Bricks was the first person that found me in a Brickatech stream and sort of invited me over to the UK side. So kudos to Greg, London Bridge Bricks. We know that you've still not put your city video out. I'm blinking waiting for that, Greg, if you're watching or if you do watch. But then it comes to the second person that I feel influenced me on on the YouTubes, and this person is very modest. How you doing, Berner? There is actually a link in the chat, guys, if anybody wants to come on, you know, as long as you behave, obviously. But I'll throw it up again. That link's live. If you want to join, you're more than welcome, as long as you behave. But let's get back to the conversation before I lose what I'm talking about. The second person I met is I don't have words for this person. I think this person is amazing, and nobody will ever change my mind on that. And basically, I think I had been on the streaming side of YouTube about 2 weeks when I actually met this person. And the person I'm talking about is one of my best buddies on here. He always makes me smile. He does the best mock of an English accent I have ever heard. And this person is my good buddy, Buttchop 2021. This guy left an impression on me. The first week I was on YouTube, he turned around and said, Brett, he said, me and you are going to be friends. And I thought to myself, any guy that can see that after talking to me for 10 minutes, I want to get to know this guy. Now, Buttchop is a fallen angel. He is such a master builder. He builds unique. He will always take time to help you with a build or suggest alternatives for a build. I really cannot praise the guy enough. Now, I know he doesn't like loads of praise, but he will always have a place in my heart and a place in my house. Buttchop 2021, I love you. Right, we're going to get on to the next person because, yeah, I could be here all night going through the people that mean the world to me. But this next person came on the journey with me. We both started at the same time, and we both found each other through a mutual love of the vintage Lego. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, people, where have you been for the last year? Because I'm talking about my good buddy, the Bricksloth. Now, me and Bricksloth, we hit it off on Instagram. We were DMing each other. It went from that to backstage streaming. From that, it went to live streaming. Now, when I first met Bricksloth, Bricksloth said to me, oh, I don't need any roads in my cities. I haven't got any cars. If you go and watch the latest Sloth City update, there's cars, planes, helicopters, spaceships. You name it, Sloth City has got it. So for that reason, my shout out goes to my buddy Bricksloth, who, when I first met, Sloth was in a bit of a life predicament. And I take my hat off to the Sloth, because Sloth bought it back from a bad place. Sloth had no job, no car. Sloth went out and got 2 jobs, then got a car, then lost 1 job, then went and got another job. Bricksloth to me is a truly inspirational person. I love the city content because Sloth, just like me, does it live and direct. There is no second takes. There is no fancy studio filming. It is a person with a camera, and that is it. So far we've done Solo Brick Builder, the first person to take time with this crazy old AFOL and help me set up the YouTubes. We've got Greg for finding me. We've then got Brother Buttchop for every single person he's introduced me to. The 72-hour streams. I've met some Australians. I've met some Canadians. I think I've met everyone from every possible place I could meet them. If not far off, at least. So we've got Solo first, Greg for finding me and bringing me back to the English. But Chop for being the absolutely amazing guy he is. Please don't ever change, Chop. I love you. How you doing, Will Harper? There is a link in the chat if you'd like to join, buddy. You are more than welcome. I'm just going through some of the people that have helped me get to where I am after a year of being on the YouTubes. And yeah, we've just hit Brother Butt Chop and done all the talking about him. Through Butt Chop, I have obviously met a lot of other people. Will, Ingrid, so on, so forth. Charlie, as you know, we've all met each other through this closed group. So the next person I'm going to big up, I have to sort of say this one, I'm going to split it into about 6 different people because, again, they all hold a place in my heart. Now, obviously, you've got Hoosier Bricks, Haley Bricks, for being the train people, being as train mad as I am. These people mean a lot to me in my Lego life and my Lego journey. I really feel privileged to be able to hang out and discuss techniques with these people and so on and so forth. I mean, again, Charlie Bluegrass Bricks. Charlie and Mrs. Charlie have been an absolute godsend to me in the last couple of months. I absolutely love Charlie and Suzanne. They've got my back. How you doing, Solo? There is a link in the chat, buddy, if you'd like to join. You've already had a big shout out at the beginning. So get your backside in it because I feel like I'm alone. So, yeah, we've got Hoosier Bricks, Haley Bricks, Charlie and Suzanne, Bricks for Chris, Willie Niblet Jr. There are so many of my American friends that have took to me and took time with me. Ingrid being another one, you know. I've come on this YouTube. I've infected everybody with the train rush, you know. I'm just one guy. It makes me happy to know that I can convert the masses and everybody buys trains. Solo, I need you in here, buddy. I need to go and blow my nose. So, yeah, these people. We've got Darren, Solo Brick Builder. As I said, we did him first. Then you've got Greg London Bridge Bricks for finding me. You've got Brother Butt Chop for the connections and the people he's introduced me to. Then you've got Brick Sloth, because me and Sloth have led this journey together. We talk every other day about real life, Lego, and whatever else comes into it. Then you've got Charlie and Suzanne. And again, if Lumberjack was here, Lumberjack would tell you, me and Lumberjack Josh have so much love for Charlie and Suzanne. They make our day. They make us smile. Cannot give enough love to the Charlie and Suzanne for looking after us young tearaways and keeping us in check. I mean, again, I said it earlier, I would be here all night if I had to sit and thank everybody that's made my journey what it is. But the ones that I'm picking out are the ones that have, pardon me, gone above and beyond with a crazy AFOL from the UK. They've took time with me where most people would tell me, pardon me, to basically do one up the road. I'm not the quickest of learners, and these people have all been very patient with me. And I mean, again, Solo knows it. He knows that there's love there. How you doing, my buddy?
Oh, sorry, I didn't let that one out. Well, is this the award show?
Well, no, this is just credit for people that deserve credit show.
Hey.
Like I said,
you want to take a minute. I know you had that. How's you sound a little better.
I am,
Good
buddy.
stuff.
But if you want to say hi to everyone, I'll just go and blow me ooter quick.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I saw Solo there. Ingrid looked like she was there. Let me see here. Let me go back and get some. See here. Let me go back. Oh wait, Echo. Lego Losser Productions. Because I don't like to say the other word that you maybe have spelled that wrong. Will Harper, I think you are the Canadian, and actually, Will, assuming your name is either William Harper, my last name is Harper too. Would you believe this? So, and I think I think you're Canadian. Ingrid is from our New England. Bluegrass Bricks is from where I am. Who else is in here? You've got Abe watching. Burner Bill, you're a new one.
Listen, people, if you haven't checked out Charlie's channel, please do. He's only small. We're going to get him up there.
I'm here for the live streams. I'm here for the live streams. That's what I do. This is what
this
I
is
do.
it.
And when you check on between, I think Hoosier's going to be on tonight, right? 9:00.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't you see? Look, the eyes are wide, Charlie. Ready for Hoosier.
Cup of tea. Although my name is not.
Do you know what? I'm actually on the Monster tonight. I wasn't last night.
I love you a lot, bro. Monster, just cup of tea, lemon, sugar. Off you go. And no, my name is not Lucy. This is somebody else's cup, but it was the cleanest one in the house.
Indeed.
So I have that.
Will, don't go there. Look, don't go there.
Oh,
this one is the one that actually comes from Germany. This is the one that I flexed to Charlie. It's actually, although you can't see it, guys, it's actually silver and gold speckled. It's as though somebody's got a paintbrush.
I hope that's not the war gold from World War II. I hope that.
I'll put that back up there before that starts wars.
Well, I don't have anything except for what I showed the other day. But now I did get a dumpster. Oh, and then the dog's about. But I still have my. This is my good pal. By any other name, Commander Carrots. So keep him around just for.
It's funny you say that, Charlie. Mr. Fluffy, the rabbit that was upstairs, he's actually gone back outside today. It's actually warm enough now for him to be back out there in residence.
Proper shed and proper,
Oh
stuff.
yeah, proper hutch, definitely. Yeah.
This is what we call everybody the therapy animal. Because I have 4, 6, too many.
8.
I have a lot of grief. Now, and sorry if I called this short for the award show. It's been a tough day with the cousin and whatnot, and the wife and mom are out picking up supper, and I could really use a bath.
I feel you, but I feel honored that you came on, Charlie.
I wanted to give you sometimes people you need a break, and I want to see you later as well. And
Oh, I'll be there later, buddy. But yeah, unfortunately, that blowing your nose is quite essential because I can't breathe without it.
I hold a cough all day. You should see how long I hold a fart.
Not too long, I hope.
Well, better than is.
I mean, again, should we twig a solo? Should we, Charlie? I mean, that old solo brick builder, that one that I said's my best mate and all that. That I've still got it set here, waiting for him to come and pick it up. Solo, where are you, buddy? You're lacking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, we got A folding.
She's got that new job,
Ooh.
right? Oh, who are we gonna?
Ooh.
Oh, there she is.
Look at this. Now I feel like a VIP. Woo-woo.
Berta, nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you. And
It's looking very good. It's looking very good, hon. I'm liking.
We're working on it.
That's getting nice.
I tell you, Charlie, Ingrid's one of them secret ones. You don't hear from her for a week or so, and then she'll be like, "Oh, look what I've built," and you'll be like, "You built that in a week."
Yeah. And then when you meet somebody, and then you get outed, and they're like, "How many Lego you got?" Oh, okay, we're friends.
Charlie, the answer to that, buddy, the answer to how much Lego have you got is never enough. Never, ever enough.
It's not. Hoarding is like animals. Lots. There's except for Lego. Lego is no. You're building a store, or you're handling something for somebody else.
How does it go? We're all going to open Bricklink stores one day, honest.
That's it.
That's what we use anyway. That's what we use. Lego Loser Production. I'm in the UK. I'm down by the Channel Tunnel. I'm so close to France that the immigrants keep knocking on my front door. Not literally. That was a joke.
You're where they swim across.
Yeah.
Don't they like grease them up in like what kind of grease do they put on them?
Let's not make this a politics show, Charlie.
I thought the tunnel was up closer to north of London.
No.
Really? It's down
The tunnel is on the coast, Charlie.
Well, I know it's on the coast, but I thought it was closer to Calais.
Yeah, no, we are. Literally, it's like 20 miles across the water here, and we're in France.
Get one of those little blow-up balls that you can walk in. You could probably.
You could, Charlie. You actually could.
Except I've heard stories though that current that runs through that is pretty vicious. So it's like if you had to walk north, you'd have to swim north to get.
I have actually got, Charlie, for movie night one night. The guy I watch, Guy Martin, he's an English sort of celebrity, the one I talk about. He met a guy from France that's built the first human-powered aircraft. And Guy Martin was actually going to try and fly from the UK to France. That's how close it is.
Well, I know the cliffs is over. And, I pick up as much as I can, as much as people drop. And then I am now before I can finish a thought and
It is getting to that time of the day, buddy. You need a nice hot bath and a good meal.
Yeah, but then after that, I'll be after another cup of tea.
Yeah, resume the position, yeah?
Yeah.
We
How's it go, Charlie, like this, innit?
well, the good news is that I got the roof dried yesterday, so
Lovely. That's good. That's good to hear, buddy. I did see the pictures that were put up on the Facebooks.
because you know what was under that roof was my Lego.
I know.
So that'll happen. Let's see. What's to say? Let's see. Catching up with the chat. Oh God. LLP. Lego Losser.
Lego Loser Productions, Charlie.
I don't like to say loser.
Lost. That's right. She's
Say
not a
losser. Just it's like in our house we don't say hate, we say dislike.
Yeah.
It's a
right.
thing.
You know that.
Well, I don't know about you, Charlie, but I don't like the word FAT at all. That word is a nasty word, and anybody that uses it needs a punch in the face.
Pleasantly plump.
There takes a lot. It's like the guy. Anyway, I gotta get the Dolgan.
Yeah, I'll finish it on this one. My late mum said to me, "Never date a skinny woman," meaning they can't cook.
Oh, they can't.
I was told. I learned it the other way. Is that you don't know to cook. That way, when you meet a woman, and then she realizes she doesn't. You don't need her to cook, but you can cook on yourself, and then you make her a meal or two. Love is in the heart. Love is
Charlie, when Mrs. Brett met me, I used to eat cheesy pasta and cheese 4 times a week. That was my eating regime.
They call it over there craft dinner, right? Mac and cheese.
Well, I called it affordable dinner, Charlie. That's what I called it.
I love mac and cheese.
Oh, that is supper. That is, I mean, you put mac and cheese, and then you can dock it up with some ham, some cheeseburgers.
Oh,
some
now you're talking. Now you're talking, Charlie.
You can put some panko crumbs on it, deep fry it. I mean, we're talking.
For anybody tuning in, if you see 3 blank screens in a minute, we've all gone to make something to eat because Charlie keeps talking about food.
Well, it was well, now coming from the States, you know, not to get too deep, but Thomas Jefferson went to France and learned how to make macaroni and cheese. He actually bought a macaroni maker, brought it back to Monticello. And one of the first Thanksgivings-ish, he made mac and cheese, was on the table for Thanksgiving. And now I don't want to get all meta, but you know, there's a lot to be said for a little bit of pasta and some cheese, and it sustains. It sustains.
This is true. And Lego Loser Production, please behave with Red the Dutchie. That is actually my son.
You know what I had for supper?
Is he the one? Is he the one? Oh, I don't want to.
Go on. It was his birthday 2 days ago, Charlie.
Oh, yes, you did mention that.
Yeah, because I was very ill.
But now, behind the scenes, I'll wait. Is that? Is he in your same location?
No, Charlie.
Oh, okay.
He's with Mum, but
All right. All
you
right.
know,
All right.
you know the big bad boy castle. This one,
All right.
I had to ask. Red's name is Theo. He's my son, obviously. I had to ask Theo before I built the castle mock because one of the castles I had was his from 1980.
Well,
It was one of the
and-
older castles. This is where I've got the trolls from and the dragon. They actually all belong to my son. And I said to him, look, mate, I'm going to do a castle build. Do you mind if I use your castle? And he's like, no, go for it, Dad. I said, obviously, if I ever take the castle out and show it, there will be a little plaque saying, built by Brett's Builds, parts supplied by Theo Lee, with help from Charlie Bluegrass Bricks as well, because I don't forget the people that helped me with my castle. Obviously, as you know, Charlie, I'm not going to name the person, but somebody else has offered to help me in regards to some soldiers for the castle. At that point, that person's name will go onto the list of people that's helped me do my first incredibly large mock.
here's to that guy. Well, now you said Red the Dutch.
Oh, look at that. Right. M Productions. 2 seconds, Ingrid. M Productions. You have brownie points with us from the other night. Don't ruin it. Behave.
I'm too tired to misbehave,
Okay.
honestly.
Anything that's
I was up till 7 and slept till 12.
so this is Red the Dutch, right?
No, this is M Productions. Red the Dutchy is my son.
I just heard M Productions, but you were saying Red the Dutch.
Yeah, he's my son. And he also does TikTok. He's probably into Lego, but not as much as he used to be, Charlie.
I need to know his TikTok. But the longer story that I was going to tell is that, did you know King William? He was Dutch.
Was he?
King Billy.
See? Educational as well, people. We started out bigging up YouTubers. Now we're going into history.
We can go to history. Battle of the Boyne. But I don't want to get now. There's history and then there's religion, which this is when we have to just stop there. But we have William and Mary University in Virginia because of King William, King Billy. And the only reason I know this is because of Train Spotting. And then Train Spotting 2, who had Shane McGowan. He's Irish. No, it's Ewan McGregor. These are the people I'm talking about.
And the producer, Charlie, of that film is called Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle. I was just get out of my head. Stop. You're in my head.
Oh, look. Who's that? M Productions. Come on.
This is that Sokka figure I paid $30 for.
Wow.
Say, you know who that is? That's all I know is that's from Guardians. No, Doctor Strange. That's
No.
Could be. That could
No,
be.
it's
Say
Sokka.
Boudreaux.
Right, coming in, Em. Educate us. What's that figure from, and why is it worth $30, buddy? Come on.
It's made by Extra Minifigs. It's supposed to be like Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and
Right.
official
No.
Lego more. It's hideous and more expensive, so
Yeah.
$50 for the official one. So
I remember you saying about The Last Airbender before because, And I know there are a couple of sets that go with The Last Airbender as well. I've also looked at the price of them. Ow.
Yeah, it came in this thing. I have never seen a bubble mailer in any other color than that hideous tan.
No, don't.
That's the bubble mailer my wife uses for her Etsy stuff. And but also Ewan McGregor was also the younger Obi-Wan from the 4 Star Wars, the prequels, which don't even exist.
And see, you had Ingrid showing Harry Potter, so there you go. There's the famous Ford Anglia.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you wanted them, Brett.
Oh.
Do you know what, hon? I sold all of Mrs. Brett's. She had, I think, if I'm right, about 130 Harry Potter figures. She had 11 different variants of Harry Potter.
Oh. What?
So what happened?
So
When
you don't
Mrs.
need these?
If there's somebody more deserving, Ingrid, please send them to somebody that's Harry Potter orientated.
Oh, I thought that castle was Harry Potter.
Yeah, it is, hon. What happened? This one.
Hybrid.
What happened is when Mrs. Brett fell out of love with the Harry Potter, I said to her, "Is there anything you'd like to keep?" She said, "The only thing that I'd like to keep from the collection is Hedwig, the owl with the wings." Which Mrs. Brett took upstairs and put in her fancy cabinet with all her fancy china.
Yeah. I like that.
And I turned around and said to Mrs. Brett, "Is there anything else you want out of your collection?" She said, "Not really." I said, "What I will do is I will try to get rid of as much as possible, and any monies that I get for your collection will go straight back to you." Because it was her collection, it was her Lego. I kept the castle, Ingrid, because it was a castle. That is the only reason I kept the Great Hall, which
you don't need these things.
I tell you who I send all of my Harry Potter figures to, or I'm about to, Ingrid, and that would be Brixloff, because Brixloff always puts them as citizens in Sloth City. So
Yep.
Too bad you didn't do that a couple months ago, because then she would still have. Why that crap? Sorry. I lost my train of thought completely there.
right. Hello, buddy. Look.
Mate, pardon my French.
Now he's got some Overwatch for you guys. I even know what he collects. Little bit of Overwatch there. That's a trike with spikes on it.
I've got, I think, one Overwatch set somewhere in my boxes.
Red, you need to find out if you can turn the camera, buddy.
Turn your device, and it.
Well, it's not that simple, It's not simple as turn the device. It may be that the camera is turning that way itself. Mine does it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you can see, Red's pulled some of his Overwatch out.
That's me to see, but yeah. I've got one Overwatch set somewhere. I just thought it the other day.
I used to have one back when I had a city in 2019.
Look at that capacity. We are at capacity now. I cannot have any more people unless I pay.
Don't do it, Brett.
Well,
It's a trap. It's a trap. How you doing, Haley? Hi.
Well, I'm
There
gonna
was a
go
big-
before. Hi,
Go.
Haley. I'm gonna go before my phone dies.
Okay, Ingrid. Darling, it's always a pleasure to have you in my streams. You know that. You are
Thank
always
you.
welcome.
Have a great day. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I hope you recuperate completely soon.
hopefully by the end of the weekend, I should be good, Ingrid.
Oh, good. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You take care. I'll message you later. Hayley, I don't know if you're free, hun, but here's the link if you would like to join. We're just having a little chill session. I see you was on size earlier, Solo. Has he finished?
No, he's still going.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he's done. So I'm just, he's still going, but I'm just kind of.
I don't know. I don't know how much of this you've heard, but you might want to give it a watch back because I basically sung your praises at the beginning of this.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Like I say, again, Hayley, you're another person I sung your praises. So if you haven't seen up till now, you're going to need to go back and watch the video, pretty please, because I've mentioned you all for just reasons. Obviously, Solo, you know what I said about you. You were the first person that listened to this crazy idiot and let me rack your brains for info on all of this stuff.
Yeah, man, I'm here for anyone that needs any help. I'm not the person you should be asking, but I'll give my best.
Well, you helped this crazy old fool, and I've nearly got 200 subscribers a year later, so you can't have done that bad, buddy.
How did Bricksloff? Did I get Bricksloff any new ones?
I think Sloth's up to about 197. If nobody is subscribed to Bricksloff, please, we're trying to push Sloth over 200 subs. Sloth deserves it, man. The city updates are awesome. I don't care who else puts an update up. If I see Sloth, I will cancel any other person I'm subscribed to on YouTube or pause it and watch a Sloth video. And do you know what? I'm not even a hypocrite because sitting in my 2 bars at the top, StreamYard is obviously the one I'm on now, and the other one is Sloth's video on ports because I started watching it and decided I wanted to stream. So I paused Sloth's video and started streaming.
Bless you.
I finally found it. And production.
No,
This is what I
that
was
is
going for right there.
no.
So you know how things can interchange a little bit. So that one minifigure you had could be Baron Mordor.
It is not
Yes.
there. It's not more.
But he is right in productions. On first glance, he does look the
You
spit
could
of who
put some,
Charlie's
you could
calling up.
put the Ninjago double blades on him, man.
Ooh.
I'd put him.
Oh.
I'd put him in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Speaking of Sanctum Sanctorums,
I really like the hairpiece on it.
so where did you get that? Is that
The extra minifigs.
extra minifigs?
Pretty cool.
So speaking of Sanctum Sanctorum, he says, look,
Oh,
3-day shipping.
see, we could put that guy who he's got into that, and then
we could. Do you know, Charlie, I'm going to tell you a secret, buddy. I still haven't built the figures for the Sanctum. I built the Sanctum, but I didn't build the figures.
never build the figures.
There's some random comic there. Honestly, I don't know why I put it there.
Because now I think he's actually, when I was going through here trying to find this picture, he's going to be in the Doctor Strange, the multiverse. With,
The new one that's coming out, Charlie, Doctor Strange 2.
That's right.
Yep.
And so, now they're talking about CMFs for the Disney Plus series.
Ooh,
Marvel.
wow.
Like, well, we got Wanda, we got a couple extra Visions. Anybody keeping up with Winter Soldier and Falcon?
Yeah. Listen, Is anyone catching up with the Winter Soldier? Are you mad, Charlie? Look.
Sadly not.
Not at all. Was
There's
that?
Falcon.
I've got. I think I'm missing about 2 or 3 of those.
It's all right, buddy. I'll throw it in your pile. It's all done.
right.
Don't panic. I'm out my Marvel phase. So, Solo, I'm going to change it up here. Did you start your build, buddy? I'm intrigued to know.
What build?
The one we was talking about yesterday. You said, "Oh, I'm going to have to start building it for that space." Did you start it?
No.
Good man. Good man. I'm glad I'm not the only one that says, "Yeah, I'm going to start that today," and never does.
No. Still sitting there, just looking pretty.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So what it's doing at the moment.
Oh,
It's like the Harry Potter castle, Solo.
oh,
That was a
Bill-
train tunnel 2 days ago. Tommy Lee was driving a train through the middle of it.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And I sat here last night. I pulled it all apart, and that's what I've ended up with. So
Fair enough.
I'm not going to
yeah.
moan. What happened? Yeah, while I got you, question. What happened to this impromptu stream that you was on about?
I sort of fell asleep.
Oh,
I
yeah,
sort
stream yesterday.
I sort of laid on the sofa and kind of just fell asleep, which I'm kind of about to do now, to be honest. Yeah.
Buddy, the struggle is real.
Oh,
The struggle is real. But back to what Charlie said about the Disney Plus. I didn't watch WandaVision to start with, and then I watched all of it, and I think, yeah, on the basis of Agent Peggy Carter, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that, I think the WandaVision was done pretty well. The one I would be intrigued to see if they do, and this is spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen WandaVision, I would like to see what they do with the witch that Wanda fights.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
You know, the one with the black frazzly hair that looks like she come out of Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, no, she'll be back. She'll be playing another antagonist soon enough.
Well, I'm hoping that's one of the minifigures they do. If they're going to do the minifigures, then they need to do her for one.
Well, she's going to be in the multiverse of mayhem. She's already been cast for that, but she is
Oh.
back.
Oh shoot!
Ooh.
So she is back in whatever form. She might be just a cameo. She might be one of the main people. I don't know. But yeah, obviously, the problem is I found with like when I watched the end of that and knowing that she's going to be in like all the characters. I can't speak for Vision, but knowing that she's going to be in the multiverse of mayhem, I'm just seeing this as like this is just basically a prelude to it all. Yeah, it's just a basic like. Hang on, we're making the films. Just watch this for the time being. It kind of takes it away a little bit. And I think that's what Winter Soldier's like as well. I think that's building up for... I can't remember what that one's for.
I agree to disagree, I guess.
That's what it's all for. Because like when Vision just kind of buggered off. And
I agree, buddy. I agree with these 2 new ones. But if you're going backwards, I think Agent Carter should have come out long before Marvel started with all the big films. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Agent
the
Carter is the beginning. That's when Steve becomes Steve, Captain America. Do you know what I mean? That should have
the
been.
biggest problem it is with Marvel, and they've done it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well, is they've kind of gone, oh, it hasn't done well. What are you talking about, Peggy Carter? Who is this character? Who is the show that you're talking about? What is this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? They just completely and utterly forgot about it. It's back there. They don't give a they don't care about it. But obviously these ones, produced underneath the banner of Marvel Studios, so these ones are going to be high prestige and always remembered to be part of the MCU. I agree. Peggy Carter or the Carter Show or whatever it was called, or Agent Carter, should be out now, not this stuff that we're getting now, because I think she's a far more interesting character. Far more interesting.
Look at Charlie. What's he got there? Or what did he have?
Did you all get these over there?
Oh, look.
I wasn't sure if you. I wasn't sure.
Dare I say it? Is that one Mike B's not got?
How dare you disrespect him like that?
I said Mike B, not M Productions.
I wasn't sure how to approach that before. So, did y'all get those?
Charlie, the only poly bag I have ever owned is the bunny that you and Suzanne sent me, and that is the God's honest truth.
I didn't get this in the bag. I didn't get this in the box last time, but we'll put it in the next one.
Lego Loser Productions put apparently Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't canon anymore.
No, it's
But
not.
I
That's
think
what I'm talking about.
because Agent Coulson was talking about Hydra soak in it
It's
and
wrong.
WandaVision in the
I
hex.
don't
added
think it
Hydra.
ever was canon. I don't think Marvel ever intended it to be canon because it was
No.
never ever mentioned.
They broke it. Well,
It's not that. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Me and Mrs. Brett were really, really, really big Marvel fans. Now, I may upset people saying this, but the last two Marvel films were absolute dog poo. They built it up to such a height that I thought that the ending was a pile of crap. And that is my honest opinion.
those are fighting words.
Cronky. Oh
But
crap. It's British.
and I throw this to everyone in the panel and the chat, right? You look at every Iron Man movie. You tell me one Iron Man movie that was bad.
Iron Man 2.
What with what's his name in it? Are you mad?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Yeah.
Okay,
Nah.
then tell me one more movie.
I can't think of his name. It's gone. Who's the guy who plays the guy with the electricity in Iron Man 2?
It was.
Oh,
Oh no, that's a character, not the guy's
that's,
name.
that was the proper one. That was
Iron Man
can't think of
2,
his
Iron
name.
Man 3 are the weakest films in the MCU. They're just not that good.
3, I would agree with wholeheartedly. 3, by the time they did 3, it was getting too much. 10 or 12 different Iron Man suits. I was like, really?
No, I'm
But
down
two-
for the Iron Man suits because that is Iron Man. But like you got the Extremis program, which is supposed to be one of his most advanced, crazy armors that kind of possesses him, and they just turned it into a joke. And then obviously you produce one of Iron Man's most notorious villains, and you turn him into a joke.
Right, who has got the echo going on?
Not me.
Testing,
I think it's you, but I think it's whoever's the controller.
test.
I think that was Solar. I think that was you, but I don't know what.
No, if it is me, then yeah, it is me. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to hit the hay anyway, so I'll leave you boys to it. I'll watch it.
All right, buddy. Good night. I'll speak to you tomorrow, no doubt.
No worries, boys. Catch you later.
What was it? Iron Man 2 had Elon Musk in it.
No, it's not me echoing. Anyway, I'll catch you later.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on then. It's all right. I'm going to find my phone and find out. Yeah, Charlie, Iron Man 2, Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. Somebody else has the echo.
I'll mute, see if it's me.
Hello? It's you. Sorry, Solo. Yeah.
I'll leave and rejoin, I guess.
It's not you, Ed.
He had some business. Uh-oh.
Crap, I lost. I'm revealing my true form. This is in productions.
just to be clear,
Hello.
Just Build It sent me a picture earlier. The picture is there. Stress, pain, and anxiety at the top. Problems, stress, and pain in the second one. And then the third one, the Lego community taking care of their own. Now, that is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of this stream. So Just Build It. Kudos to you, buddy. That is on point.
See, I had another one to send to you. See, but this one was from, oddly enough, I started watching, Muttley's about.
Mm-mm.
Yep, I'm back.
Oh, very good. Did we fix it? So I started watching The Winter Soldier because Falcon and Winter Soldiers, and I wanted to get a little backstory. And it was Captain Fury. No, not Captain. Colonel Fury. Sorry, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. Too much tea.
Too much tea.
Too much tea. Forgotten country.
God bless the Queen.
You know, hey, we'll let that go for a minute. Theory being is that when Nick Fury, Winter Soldier, I started rewatching this, and that, of course, Carter. And then that was also a series on.
Carter was the one, Charlie. Carter was the one because it showed a young Stark senior, not junior. It showed Stark's dad. It showed Winter Soldier. It showed Captain America getting the serum. It showed him and Bucky. Do you know what I mean? For me, Agent Carter was the crown jewel of the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series. What they should have done is done Agent Carter, then done Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It would have timed him perfectly. What they done was brought out Agent Carter at the same time they were doing Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, they were, you know, how they, you know, like even, well, if you have a cow in the yard and you need milk, aren't you going to milk it?
Well, this is true. This is true. I mean, again, did you ever watch? And I'll give you, what are they called? Jessica Jones was one of them.
Aye.
Nine.
Then you had
There was Jessica Jones on Netflix. It was Jessica Jones. They had
Luke Cage,
And
Luke
Iron
Cage.
Fist.
They had Daredevil.
Iron Fist. Now I like the Iron Fist. I watched all of the Iron Fist. I like that.
And then they all became the Defenders, right?
Yes.
Ow. Oh, I almost said something I would have regretted saying.
Well, yeah, you're in good graces at the moment in productions.
Well, then also the Punisher,
Yeah, the Punisher.
also part of that.
I mean, again, if we're going back, Charlie, the Swamp Thing,
Oh,
Wait,
that's
it's-
Marvel as well.
No, Swamp
The Punisher.
Thing.
Pardon me, these were all before you were born, though, Em.
what I was watching was Winter Soldier with oh my gosh, it was like they're in the elevator. Anybody want to get
Mhm.
on?
Oh yeah, that scene was.
And now it's a meme because it's like
That That's how I feel in any elevator.
Yeah, they used to have music here. When you're an old like a boomer like me,
It was the first Avenger.
which was the idea that when if you haven't Captain Marvel, and why did Nick Fury lose his eye?
Have you never seen the Captain Marvel film, Charlie?
What's that?
Have you never seen the film Captain Marvel? Because it shows you how Nick Fury lost his eye.
It was the Flurkin.
Yeah, the Flurkin scares
The
the
Flurkin, and then yes, and it actually the Flurkin ate the Tesseract, and then how did the Tesseract? And now we've got Loki coming up. So yeah, there's a lot. So we need to like do a full blitz on there's a lot of loops in this because then with Loki coming up too, and it's funny too that I don't want to get all weird, so let's not. But yeah. Oh, because the wife is home. Uh-oh. She's got
Is it time to bail?
Yeah. Well, she's got food, so.
Yeah, of course, buddy, of course. Go and eat, please. Go and eat.
Sorry, my dog started going crazy. I thought there was someone trying to break in outside.
It's all right, Em. Don't panic. Charlie, go and get some tucker in you, buddy.
All right.
Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly for joining. The hat is off, as always. And I shall catch you in a little while on the next stream, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Hair and makeup for me. And take care.
Please say hello to Suzanne and Grandma Badger for me.
They'll be up later. We'll get them all together.
I think that's
all right. Empro, Muttley. Talk to you later. Cheerio.
Take care, buddy. Oh my, Em. Is this the longest that you've been in a stream without misbehaving?
No.
Are you sure? Oh dear, we're 107. I'm going to run it for another 2 minutes, Em, and I'll shut this down.
I was horrified when my dogs start barking because they don't bark at anything. So I ran into the garage, grabbed a I'm not gonna say what I grabbed. Never mind. And was crouching behind a dresser thing. And then there was
It's cool. Believe it or not, Em, I've got a dog, a cat, a rabbit, and 6 children in this house, so it's never generally that quiet.
Yeah, same for me. I have a teenage sister, a mom who blasts records, and 4 dogs, 2 cats, and a crazy neighbor.
I don't know about the crazy neighbour. You can keep that, but we got just under a minute left. So I'm going to say thank you for coming on and behaving, M Productions. It's very nice of you to actually come on and behave for a change.
Okay, I'm going to go, once this ends, I'm going to go back to crouching behind a dresser with a tire iron.
Or in case somebody wants a wheel changed.
Maybe a tooth change.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, we're 30 seconds into the last minute, so I'm going to say big thank you to everybody that's joined me on the panel and in the chat. Ingrid, Lego Loser Productions, Coconut Brick Studio, Ingrid. Who else have we had?
So
Haley Bricks,
Haley was
Will Harper, just to name a few. Red the Duchy, my son for coming in, Bernard Beald for popping in. Thank you to everybody. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, stroke evening. A big thank you to Charlie and Bluegrass as well for popping in, and Ingrid. And everybody take care, and hopefully I'll get another stream going over the weekend. Take care, everybody.
Goodbye, peoples.